Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the AfroMattt Show featuring not your co-host. Nick is not here. Nick was not able to make it this time. He suffered a severe car crash. Not severe, he didn't die, but he is in intensive care. So once again, the AfroMattt Show on YouTube, the AfroMattt Show on Spotify, and the other stuff. And our email, if you want to reach out to us, is theafromatttshow@gmail.com. That is theafromatttshow@gmail.com. Thoughts and prayers go out to Nick and Nick's family. And so let's start it off with, I have a hair in my mouth. Ew. I hate that. Nothing worse than a hair in the mouth or a eyelash in the eye. Those two things can ruin a whole interaction. You could be talking to someone, have an eyelash in your eye, and miss everything that they just said to you. Truly. All right, let's go right into a story time. Well, I should let you know that this podcast is going up the day before I leave for Miami. So I'm going to Miami literally, probably as you're hearing this, it will be Sunday when this comes out. All of the podcasts come out on Sunday at 11 a.m. The podcast will be up. I will be on a beach, chilling, feet in the sand, beer in my hand, and my tits will be out. I will be ready to strut the beach in my little Speedo with my little package packed up, saran wrapped, strapping that. I'll be tucking it. I'll be fully tucked. My cable toe will be out. Let's see. Yeah, imagine that image. Why do people from Europe do that? Why do they wear the Speedo? Why is that such a European thing? The shorts seems like such a natural answer because it's like the swim trunks, it's like underwear built into pants. It has like the mesh, and it's like you get out of the water and you can walk into a restaurant. Literally in Miami, in Florida, people will walk up out of the beach and just drift into restaurants. That's how it goes. That's like the normal. Seeing someone topless, a male, seeing a dude's tits out at a restaurant is commonplace. It's just what happens. I don't even know. Okay, where are we going with this? Okay, story time. So I was in line earlier this week. I was eating barbecue. We went to this place, a really famous place around here, for some really good barbecue. But the line for this place is like backed up all the way out into the street. It's like probably like 20 people in front of us. So, and it's like in the parking lot. So then there's this car that pulls up. This car pulls up and a group gets out. And I mention a group because it's very interesting. So the group gets out, like a coincidence. The group gets out and they dap up and they high five this guy in line. And I'm like, I see where this is going. And they join in the group. The group joins in on the one. And so, I mean, like, there's got to be some sort of, we live in a society. There's got to be some sort of civil understanding that the majority rules, right? One person can join on 6, but 6 people can't join on 1. And if it's a 3-on-3, coin flip it or something, you know? But we can't have groups being held in line by one person, right? You get out of the line and join your group in the back, or your group waits in the back. You guys have to plan better, and maybe your whole evening won't be completely, screwed over by a line. It's just, so, I mean, that had 10 minutes to because each one of them has to order and take 2 minutes. It's like, it just like, the whole situation just is obnoxious. The good thing about that place, though, is they have some cool horses over there, so we gotta chill with some horses. I understand everyone gives horse girls a hard time, but I can understand why horse girls are the way they are, because horses seem to understand you on a deeper level, right? Like, they just look at you with those giant black glossy glass eyes, like golf ball sized eyes, and you just catch one of them and he stares directly into your rotting soul and realizes that you're a horrible human being with many flaws, and he just accepts you, right? And he just like neighs and walks and like, you know, lumbers on. Is lumbers a word? Lumbers. I feel like I use that. Lumbers. I use that, and I'm not quite sure the way to use it. Let's see, lumbers. Definition. I know it's a type of wood, but to make a heavily rumbling noise. To move heavily. Okay. I guess it works, because they are pretty heavy. So he's like lumbering on over. And you know, they got those big muscles, and they're like twitching, and they got the flies on them. And they're just like such a nice, kind animal. No matter who you are. You could be a murderer, walk up to a horse, and I think if you approach the horse with the right intentions, the horse would fully accept you. You know? Maybe you wouldn't be able to hop on it, but I mean, you could probably, you know, touch its chin. Or maybe it would let you touch its neck. Who knows? It just seems like they're like a big dog. I respect a horse. I respect a good horse. Gotta love a good horse. They make a great glue. Shout out Elmer's. Because I know you're listening. Shout out Elmer's. Elmer's really is cornering the slime game. Like, my sister works in like a, I don't know this, like a daycare, right, for a bunch of little kids. And Elmer's really does, because there's like this acetone, or it's probably not acetone, but it's like this stuff you mix with the glue, and as you mix it, it turns into that slime, right? And the kids love the slime. But Elmer's, they make the glue, and now they came out with this gallon jug of the stuff that you mix it with. So now you just buy Elmer's stuff, and now Elmer's glue, you mix it together, and you got yourself slime. Slime is completely organized by big glue. So, I mean, it's sad to think about, but horses are glue. Is that a myth? I don't even know if that's a myth. Who cares, really? Really, who cares? Let's see, what do I got to talk about? Jew news. Dun 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 dun. Jew news. Gene Giant China. Well, let's see what this is. This is probably depressing. China's gene giant harvests data from millions of women. Ah, yes. Classic. China taking over the private property of women and their people. And the reason they're doing it is, let's see, a prenatal test used worldwide sends gene data to pregnant women to the company that developed it with China's military. The U.S. seeks security risk. Yes, I mean, that is a private security risk. A Chinese gene company selling paternal tests around the world developed them in collaboration with the country's military. I mean, if you are doing gene tests that incorporates the military, China's next group of, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're doing eugenics. It's like just eugenics, which is like, I think it was started by the Nazis. It's where you're trying to like create they're called the Übermensch. The Übermensch is like the best man. I think it translates to not in the wedding sense. They're not creating wedding best men. They're creating like super men. Like if you breed 100,000 times the best humans in a population, the human population will get stronger, fitter, better eyesight, right? So they don't believe in like, if you have a disability, you can't breed or whatever. That's why Hitler was part of why he was rounding up the Jewish people, and not only Jewish people, he was doing gays and, you know, people, paraplegics and stuff. He was trying to make an Übermensch, right? So, I mean, he was a real troublemaker, that Hitler. But, I mean, China is literally, not literally, but they're close on Hitler's heels on being the new real troublemakers in the world. Let's see. The tests were a private procedure for women who takes them, a component of their routine prenatal care, but the study shows that they yield increasingly potent information for research. For instance, one BGI study used a military supercomputer to reanalyze NIFTY data and map a prevalence of viruses in Chinese women, looking for indicators of mental illness in them, and single out the Tibetan and Uyghur minorities and find links between their genes and their characteristics. So they are literally trying to, I guess, stop the reproduction of the races that they think shouldn't be born. So, I mean, great. I mean, China's doing this. Everyone kind of already knew they were doing this, and I think this is an old study. Oh no, it came out July 7th. So yeah, I mean, this is China's eventually just going to bring the Übermensch to the American shores, and what China's doing right now is breeding for the best person, and what America is doing right now is we're breeding for the laziest person. I mean, we literally have carts inside of Walmarts for people that don't want to stand. Which, I'm going to be honest, I'm guilty of actually using one of those just to shop. That's how bad a completely fit 22-year-old will use a riding cart to get his groceries. That's where we are in this country. I'm not proud of it, and I don't fully accept it. But I mean, it's what the world has come to. So yeah, I mean, guys, learn Chinese. This has been sponsored. Let's just run it to the ad break right now. And welcome back. You have we are going right into the next thing. Lego gun for fun for all ages. Weaponry fun for all ages. Let's see. What do we have here? You guys may have already heard this. This has been kind of like wildly popular. But wait, give me a sec. Do you want to get ahead of the game for when China eventually rules over us and the whole world? Well, Duolingo will help you in your first steps to achieving your dreams of learning that new language. Do you want to learn Greek? Do you want to learn Spanish? French? Stop. Don't learn any of those languages. Learn Mandarin Chinese, and you will need it. So when the time comes, learn Mandarin with Duolingo. If you sign up using the code AfroMattt, it will give you 10 months free trial for Mandarin only. So let's get back into it. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the next thing. China is going to take over America, and I mean, it's just what what is going to happen. And I mean, it's what is it? Hubris? Is that the word? Hubris. I'm looking, guys. We're learning a lot of good words here. We're learning lumbering. We're learning hubris. I think it's used as a hubris.
Hubris.
Oof, Jesus, that was loud. Overbearing pride or presumption, excessive pride. So yeah. There is a sense of hubris about us thinking that Americans are somehow going to stay the main, like, the main people at the top of the food chain in America, one of the giant fighting forces. That only puts a giant target on our backs to the people that want all of it. They want the globe, right? And not only the globe, we have our billionaires want so much more than the globe that they're just leaving. Like Jeff Bezos, literally, his hobby right now is just flying into space. And Elon Musk building a giant Doge rocket to Mars, right? And then you got, Microsoft, whatever, what's his name, Bill Gates. He's shooting particles at the sun to stop global warming. The hubris that we think we can even change global warming. If you guys think that you can change it by throwing a can into the aluminum recycling bin, I got news for you guys. It all goes to the same trash bag. If you take off that cap, you lift it up, the garbage guy comes by, the janitor picks that up, brings it back, and they all go into the same trash compactor. I know this, right? All the trash bags go in the same trash compactor, and it squeezes it into a big cube. There's a truck that comes by at the end of the day, picks it up, wheels it off, and guess where it doesn't go? It doesn't go into a recycling center. It goes into a landfill. And there's only one way to really stop things going to landfills, and that's to put them in the ocean, right? Or shoot it at the sun, which I don't know is... I know there's a reason why I think it would cost more in fuel emissions to shoot it at the sun than it would to keep it on Earth. So, guys, you know what's crazy though is that everything that we've made, I don't get why everything's not recyclable, right? Everything that we have made came from the Earth. Like stand outside, look at a tree, or go into a forest and realize that cavemen, we literally built Bluetooth. Some MF built Bluetooth out of this. Out of whatever we're looking at. You guys are listening or watching a feed of me flying through the air into your ears. And we created it out of trees, logs, wood, water. I don't even know how my phone works. I should ask an Asian kid. They probably know more. They built it. Jokes. Kidding. All right. Let's go right into the next news segment. We have... this is a good one. This one I had saved for Nick because it was going to be a good one. He's really into guns, but we'll send it anyways. Shout out to Nick's family. Rest in peace. Hopefully he's feeling better soon. Jokes. He's not dead. Block 9. Makers defend selling Lego-style gun after getting overwhelming amount of hate. And if you look at this gun, it literally looks like just a Lego. It might be the coolest gun I've seen in a long time. I want to buy one, but I think they're sold out everywhere. The makers of controversial Lego-inspired gun have defended their decision to custom design a handgun that was built using Lego blocks. Technically, Lego is the plural of Lego. Just saying. Utah-based Culper Precision. I got a drink here. Utah-based Culper Precision first shared pictures of the Block 19, play on words of Glock 19, handgun on its Instagram page on June 24th. Well, that's a while ago, just now caught on, where the company said it designed it as Legos as they wanted a Second Amendment to simply be painful to tread on. That is funny. Get it? Because stepping on a Lego brick is painful. Shit, this might be the coolest thing I've seen in my life. It does look like a Lego toy. So I can see the argument is obvious that you don't want a kid picking this up thinking it's a Lego and starting to shoot their classmates with it. But for an adult, it's a cool little toy. You know, it's a funny little meme. Let's see. Truly inspiring. What's this next one? Oh, great. This was gonna be good.
Out there. I like.
Here we go. I try to break up the news with funny clips. So if you're new here, we do news, we do TikToks, we do everything in between. We do funny stories. And right now, I try to break it up to keep it on pace and just, keep it entertaining. So here we go. We have what is called Stun a Girl, Run Away, describing her. Let me put my headphones on. She is describing her new song. So let's give it a listen.
I like to make music that get out there. I like to make music that moves people. The lyrics are pretty much what I seen around me. So when they play this beat, that's literally what just came to my head. So
all right. So she likes to make music that moves people. So
new name, clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe. Let me see them pussy lips. Fuck people's a pain. Her new name. Ice freezer, bitch. That's my brother. New name. Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe. Let me see them pussy lips. Fuck people.
Well,
that's literally what just came to my head. So to make music that moves people.
It really did. It really moved me. It moved me to the point where I need therapy now. I mean, I don't have much to say. That one really speaks for itself. I just make music to move people. Clap, 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 bitch. Let me see that camel toe. Wait, let's run it back. I forgot the lyrics already. It's truly inspiring what she's doing with the, she's really shaking up the rap game.
I like to make music that moves. New name.
Here we go.
Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch.
Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe. Let me see those pussy lips.
Fuck people's a pain.
Great. I mean, I usually don't take I'm not for censorship, not even on songs. So I truly support what she's doing, but don't say you're trying to move people, because what you're trying to do is move them onto a table so that they twerk. Just be straight up. I guess technically that's moving people, but hey, big ups on you. Let's see. Wow, this is interesting. More news. We have Baltimore City schools. 41% of high school students earn below a 1.0 GPA. I don't think you guys know how hard it is to get a 1.0 GPA. What is that? Fs in like all your classes? I mean, COVID was, I will say this, I did take COVID off as well. So I understand. And not only did I take COVID off, but I think my new employer thinks I have a degree and I don't. Because of COVID, But, hey, I'm not telling him. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell anyone on the podcast, but I have a new job. I will be a sleaze bag making big bucks selling realtor. I will be a realtor selling houses. I'm not a sleaze bag, but, everyone's got to sell something. It came up in the interview. He said, everyone's selling something. And he's like, if you can sell a house, you can sell anything. So I'm like, well, try selling my podcast. I still can't sell that. Dude, if he found this podcast, I think I'm goner. Maybe it's just the kind of humor he likes. Just a couple homies ranting into a microphone about, it is a release though. It's fun. And it's a way to unwind after a long week. And the weeks are starting to feel less long. I feel like COVID somehow stretched time, you know? Really did feel long. But now I hear people talk about COVID and I'm like, it's so old, and it's like they're talking about masks, and it's like, guys, let's just step back and realize that COVID is over. Like, even me talking about this right now is like kind of somewhat, is it antiquated? Antiquated is when something's like an inside joke, right? Whatever. Let's run it up to an ad break real quick. We are at the about 30 minute mark, so let's hit it up. Hey guys, thanks for making it halfway through. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm going to be honest, I'm only doing this ad to fill up time and so I can hit that 1 hour mark. This episode's, I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit weird. It doesn't really feel right. Nick's not here. Guys, just accept it for what it is. You're lucky I even did one this week. So here it is. Let's get right back into it. And we're back. We're back with going right back in. Finish the news. Let's send it off with Bezos in space. We were just talking about him a little bit ago. Bezos, winner who paid $30 million. We talked about this on 2 podcasts ago, I believe. So just to catch you up, someone paid $30 million for a space flight with Bezos. And apparently now he will not be going due to scheduling conflicts. I mean, the amount of money this guy has to throw away $30 million and then cancel due to scheduling conflicts, I wonder if he got his money back. But now, that guy, the anonymous person, is being replaced with an 18-year-old high school graduate. I can't think of a worse idea than sending a multi-billionaire into space with a barely legal teen. Because let's be honest, 18-year-old high school graduate, he's a male. His name is, let's see, Oliver Damon. Oliver Damon is going to be in space, not only in space, in a spacecraft with Jeff Bezos, one-on-one, orbiting the planet for probably a few hours, at least. If you don't think that there's going to be some creepy sexual tension between Jeff Bezos, what could they possibly talk about? I just want to be a fly in that spacecraft. Jeffrey Bezos, I mean, one eye's looking out the window, one eye's looking at the other kid, and he just says to him, he's like, so, how are your grades or something, you know? Or you have a girlfriend? And the dude just looks at him like, the richest human on the planet is talking to me. What does he even say? It's just going to be like an awkward bus ride, and they're just going to be like headphones in, both looking out the window while orbiting the planet. I'm sure at one point bus rides were really cool. Like, it was like cool to go on a bus, and it was like everyone was chatting with each other. It was kind of like an event, right? It's like they're all like, kind of like there was an excitement, right? I feel like eventually space travel will be like, it will no longer be an event, and they'll just be like, don't touch me, don't look at me. And they'll literally, like right now on buses, there's probably, like right now on a bus somewhere in America, there's probably a guy jacking it. I mean, it's almost guaranteed, actually. It's almost guaranteed. There's also guaranteed, I mean, there's probably a man shitting on a train or a subway, a bus, someone pissing. There's probably someone being stabbed right now, as morbid as it is. But imagine all of that also happening in space, right? Not at first, because at first it's only going to be for the mega wealthy. But I'm talking our kids will be like, hey, are you going to school? Oh yeah, I got accepted to China, the Chinese, School of Public Safety. I got assigned to that. So it's like, okay, cool. So now you get on the thing and they fly you over and they just, you orbit the planet and you go, there's going to run out of space on the Earth. So they're going to take you in an airplane and they're going to fly you a rocket ship and they're going to fly you into your new school that's just going to orbit the planet. And you're not going to want to talk to anyone in there. You're going to get bullied in space. The future, I'm going to write a book. I'm just going to write a book about all my future predictions, release it, and then when it all comes true, in 100 years, it'll be like, oh my God, this guy was wow, this guy was really a true prophet. He was, the things this man saw, the delusions of this man. But yeah, I mean, what could they possibly relate on in space? I say this because I don't know what I would talk to Jeff Bezos about. I'm like, I'd just be like real close to him and I'd be like, hey man, there's no one up here. Be dead ass with me. Dead ass Bezos? Can I call you Jeff? Can I call you Jeff? All right, Jeff. Listen, be dead ass with me. Come on, man. Did you go to Jeffrey Epstein's island? I mean, did he really kill himself? I mean, you got to know this. You have the most money. Money can buy all information. And I mean, Jeffrey, and don't give me that look, Jeff, come on. All right. I get it. Yeah. And then Jeff kind of like gives him that look and he's like, well, I did go to his island once or twice off the books. And if you do tell anyone about this, we know where your parents live. We have a laser pointed at them right now. And the dude just kind of looks at him. He's like, so this is like the normal stuff rich people talk about. I don't know. Let's see. What's next on the news? Jake Paul. What do we have here with Jake Paul? We have... yes, this is actually pretty good. Jake Paul sent a message to Dustin Poirier before the fight. The fight we talked about last time. Or I guess after the fight. He sent him this message. He sent him a handwritten message, and it says, Sleepy McGregor, Dear Dustin, congrats on your much-earned victory. I love what you are doing with your Good Fight Foundation. You deserve this chain more than me. Good always defeats evil. Keep winning. Love, Jake. Tell Jolie I said hi. She's a badass. So he sent a nice little message, and Dustin Poirier he actually received the little thing. So now there's a picture of him. I'll put it right here. There's a picture of him holding up the chain of Sleepy McGregor. So, I mean, it's like a nice little circle. It all comes full anal. Now, let's move. This might be a bit of a short podcast. I was thinking about doing a half a podcast because there's literally half a person here. There's half the amount of people here. So, probably only going to do about... Let's just hop right back into TikTok. So we got TikToks here. Let me put on my headphones. Alrighty. So we got... Let's start with a goodie. Here we go. This is a good one.
Calling out all remaining Fortnite players out there. It is now time to choose. Either you're with me or you're against me. So choose.
I'm with you, man. I don't know what I don't know what I just listened to. I'm going to be honest. I don't even remember choosing this as a TikTok to show you, but I'm glad I did because you don't usually see people this deranged. This guy he's got everything going for him. He's got the low angle on the phone for the video. He's got the nose hairs coming out the nose. He's got the thin, scrappy neck beard. And he's got the weird wispy way he talks. So, I mean, let's run it back.
Calling out all remaining Fortnite players out there. It is now time to choose. Either you're with me or you're against me.
I mean, you heard him.
So choose.
So choose. I chose. I'm with you, man. With you, man, all the way. Let's run it up with...
Bruh, you can...
Oh, this guy. This is what we call a wigga, which is a white, you know, someone who's white who tries really hard to act black, so...
Bruh, you can clearly see I'm in the hood. I got respect upon these streets. I'm really about that life, like, that I live, that gang life. So yeah, so stop playing on my name.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's holding he's holding probably 10 ones. He's got his hair in dreadlocks. He's got both blood and Crip what is it? What are those things? Balaclavas, whatever the handkerchiefs. He's got both those on. He's got a dripped out necklace that says, what does it say? IONNA?
Bruh, you can clearly see I'm in the hood.
Oh, Nadia. It says Nadia. Nadia. I read it backwards. All right.
Respect upon these streets.
He's got respect upon these streets. And it looks like he's in the back of a parking lot of Walmart, so...
Bruh, you can clearly see I'm in the hood. I got respect upon these streets. I'm really about that life, like, that I live, that gang life. So yeah, so stop playing on my name.
Damn. I will say that he's dripping hard. His name's even Drip. Speaking about dripping hard, we have my favorite, Pete Davidson. Usually I get mad at Pete Davidson, but right now I'm just kind of... I don't actually know why I get so mad at Pete Davidson. I think it's because he has it... He seems like he... It's almost like... I don't know why, but I feel like he's had everything handed to him. Which I know he hasn't. But I feel like he just had it too easy. Because he doesn't feel like he has the talent to equal his success. But that's what it is. Let's watch.
Pete Davidson is getting rid of all of his tattoos. He explained that as he's getting more and more acting gigs, his
weird tattoos, by the way. He has like a patchwork tattoo. And I mean, some of them are okay, but some of these just... It looks like he got doodled on.
Tattoos have become an issue. He says that it takes nearly 3 hours to cover up all of his tattoos with makeup, which is an extremely long process if he wants to be an actor. So he has decided to begin the extremely painful process of getting them all lasered off, and says that the process will take 2 years.
I mean, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, I guess. Maybe don't cover your entire body with patchwork tattoos if you think that you want to be a huge successful actor. Maybe. I mean, he was smart enough not to get any on his head or face. I mean, I can understand 1 or 2, you know, but I mean, he has a Snapchat ghost in a cage on his belly button. So I don't know if that one has much meaning to it. That one can probably go. You got to start choosing ones that can go first. And I mean, that one's probably up for debate on first to go. Now, Pete Davidson is like, he's like that last guy. He's so white that he could be black. How about this? Just a suggestion. How about he tattoos over everything in black, all including his face, and he's just black now. Sit on that, Pete. I can call you Pete, right? I know you're listening. Here we go. We got another... What even is this one? Coming up on the...
What you know about...
I kind of feel bad about keeping these ones because you can tell that this guy is obviously on the spectrum, but it had about 5 million views, so I thought it was appropriate to at least, you know, I'm not the only one, which is not an excuse, but it is a valid reason.
Game. You game all day and game all night.
Let's just listen to his song. He has a quick little song.
What you know about game? You game all day and game all night. And your parents are telling you get off the game and go outside.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably a pretty relatable story for that guy. I think what he's trying to do is a parody of what you know about rolling down in the deep. So I think he's trying to parody this song.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
And we're probably going to get copywritten for that one. You know what? Let's put him right over this. Let's do just the instrumental. Here we go.
What you know about game? You game all day and game all night. What you know about game? You game all day and game all night.
Damn, this is hard.
And your parents are telling you get off the game and go outside.
Killed it. That is Descent on the Descent on the drip underscore Descent on the drip. So he is a cool dude. Cool kid. Now let's go from one disturbing song to another disturbing song for a completely different reason. This song is disturbing. I think that it's not disturbing because of the message. It is disturbing because of the way that they get it out. Which is like, this is what I was saying. Actually, I did predict this a couple podcasts ago when I said, didn't I predict this almost exactly? Let's just listen to it. They're like, this song is called We're Coming for Your Children.
We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them.
This is the gay chorus that I talked about earlier. And, I mean, they may have listened to the podcast because I predicted this.
We're coming for your children.
Children.
Care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. Then soon we're almost certain your kids will start converting you. The gay agenda is coming home.
It's a bop, though. Oh, that's all I recorded of that. I'm pretty sure I predicted that. What episode was that? I've got to have already predicted that. I think on my episode called... You know what? Screw it. Let me just check. Because I know I called this shit. All right, I found the clip here. This is a prediction.
That's like the little kid. What was the song of the kid?
Oh yeah, Dr. Fauci.
Oh yeah.
Bring me some. Listening to that song. That's what the fun. You have no rights. Oh, here it is. Because when you think about the future, it's not going to be dark, grim, like it's not going to be a gray, communist world like 1984. It's going to be a overly bright future where we have no voice, and we don't want a voice. True. And the government will tell us what to do with awesome TikToks sung by gay choruses. Stay inside, stay inside, stay inside now. Don't go out, don't go out, don't buy a gun. You have no rights, you have no rights, we're coming to your house. Quartering, there's a soldier in your room. Let's run it back with this one.
Convert your children.
This is fun.
Someone's gotta teach them not to hate. We're coming for them.
We're coming for your children.
We're coming for
Which truly I don't care. Take them. All right, next
and going
last
for
TikTok.
shopping.
You know, anytime I see a GIMP on TikTok, I've just got to take it because GIMPs are kind of the weirdest phenomenon. Because they like to go out. So you get to see them on TikTok. One of their little things is like they like to be seen. So they're on TikTok. They're out there. You just have to be looking. So let's watch this GIMP get ready to go to Walmart.
And going for shopping in Sydney B. Lake. Putting on my anti-COVID gear.
For the listeners, her anti-COVID gear is just an all-rubber suit, skin tight, and a giant black gas mask. I don't think she's going to get COVID, but she will get weird stares.
Going for shopping.
That's it. Nick may be back for the next episode. I'm not too sure. We'll just see how well he is doing in the hospital. Send him your hopes and prayers. I will be in Miami. And you have been listening to the AfroMattt Show. Thanks for listening.